this is just, I'm not going to go into detail on the little iPhone slider, but just to show you guys, it's one of those drawer slider things that you put one on this side, one on the other side. The drawer goes in the middle and it goes back and forth. That's what it is. You can pick two of these up. They come in a set from Home Depot or whatever like that, and it's about $20. I got the 22 inches. I think it works out quite well. So I already took both of these apart, but basically what you do is you're going to find like these little plastic things sticking in the ends. Basically you just pop it out. You'll see when you get it, you'll see how to take it out. This slides off. This little trolley thing in here comes off. Now when you take those off, all the bearings fall out. Nothing's really holding those in. And what you're left with is basically this piece here. What I have in there is these things I never removed. Those will already be in there. To get the full motion from here all the way over to here, I don't know if you can see this, but right here there's two bearings. They will fall out. So make sure they fall out, put them somewhere. After that, it's fine. You won't need it anymore. And so that's basically the slider there. Then what I did was I got me a piece of wood and I cut it the same length as it goes this way. The same length as the thing here. Line it up like that. I drilled some holes here. Pre-drilled some holes. So all you're going to want to do is screw this thing down. And the screws I'm using are pretty small screws. The heads are flat, so this thing will work. Got to get small flat head screws. Put that one in there. Then I have a middle one. Of course I painted the wood black. That way it looks a little more professional, not too DIY. And then the last screw over here. Like that. Make sure it still slides and it doesn't hang up. And it is. Then I go make sure all these are nice and tight. Like that. So now, this thing is like butter. Then what I do is, since this is completely flat and level, if you put something there, as you can see, it's not going to work. So we had to raise this up a little bit. So I just got me a little piece of wood, drilled some holes in it like that, drilled some holes there, basically line these up, and I'm missing one of my screws, unfortunately, but I'll just put one in and we'll show you later how this is going to work. Make sure you put this all the way down. Like that. And of course you're going to put your other one there. I just don't know where it's at right now. And as you can see, this thing still is sliding very nice. Okay, right here, see? Now this thing automatically comes with some stops here. So when you go this way, it stops. That's just the way it came. You go on the other side, it doesn't have it. So we're going to have to make our own stops. Okay, as you can see, I put those little screws there. You see those screws at the end there? That is so when my slider comes all the way to the end, I don't know if you can see it in there, but the bearing holders will come to a stop. That way it doesn't, not everything just slides right off, you know? So that's how that works. So that's how I finally ended up making my little stops there at the end. You can mount your camera directly to this if you want. You can put a, this came off of another slider I have. You can make one of these out of wood. Get a screw like that fits your standard tripod head. And now what you can do is mount something like this on here. And you can, put your heads on there. So the sky's the limit on that. You can basically do anything you want. So that's pretty much it. All of my gear has quick release plates. So I'm going to mount this quick release plate under here so I can slide it in and off of my tripod head. I put it this way. Well, I can show you later why I put it this way. Naturally you're going to want to put it in line. It looks nicer. But when you put it like this, it goes on the tripod like this, and it allows you to manipulate the tripod like this, so you can do those, close-in shots and stuff like that. The only downfall about this system is if you want to slide up, if you're next to a wall and you want to slide up, well, it's going to hit that. So there are some downfalls to this. It's cheap, it's nice, I like it, it works great. I will show you guys some examples of this on the tripod, so see that in a few minutes. So here what I did is I pre-drilled some holes, line that up, and I just go ahead and screw these into place. I'll put this one in before I tighten everything down. Sorry about the audio. I didn't have time to set up my lavalier mic and all that stuff, so I don't know how the audio is going to turn out. Screw these down tight. And that should be it. So there's my slider. Now what I need to do is just go ahead and attach my tripod mount. Like I said, if you don't have one of these, I don't remember the size of screw it takes, but you can buy any size you want from Home Depot or whatever. Just make sure, take your head in there, make sure it fits. Take a block of wood and cut out the bottom just so that fits in there like that, and go ahead and mount your head like this. That way you can screw in your head and you've got that. The other way you can do it is, you can figure out any way, use L brackets or whatever. On another tutorial I'll show you guys how I made my iPhone tripod mount. So there you go. I will show you how this works on an actual tripod. Okay, so a little addition I did to the slider was that you can see it goes back and forth like this. One of the problems I always had when finishing with a shot, when I wanted to pick up the tripod and move on to another location, you'd always have to be careful because the slider would just slide and prevent and slide all the way off the slider and could damage your camera and the slider and all that. So I made a little stop here. As you can see, this little hole here, the hole in the metal is already there. As you can see, these other pre-drilled holes, all I did was drilled deeper into the wood, and then on the slider there was already a screw hole here, and I just found a screw laying in my box with about the same size, and I just screwed it in there. So now, after you're done with your shot, you just line this up here, and you go ahead and you screw it down, just about like that, and now it's not going nowhere. It's completely locked, so you can, pick up your tripod and go. So that's a new little addition I added. When you get to your next shot, you just unscrew it, just like that, and you're ready to go.